Breaking news tonight, Jesse Matthew Jr., the man charged with abduction with the intent to defile and the disappearance of UVA student Hannah Graham, has just landed in the Commonwealth from Texas. WSLS 10 was the very first station at the Charlottesville Police Department when Matthew arrived minutes ago. That's where we find WSLS 10 reporter Ananda Rochita, who has been following this developing story from the beginning. She joins us now live. Ananda, I understand you were there for that big moment when police have been waiting for. What can you tell us? So just to recap, 20 minutes ago, Jesse Matthew arrived there. WSLS was the first ones at the scene at the Charlottesville Police Department. And for the first time, we're hearing from someone who grew up with Jesse Matthew. Michael Moore says he's known the man he calls LJ for more than 25 years. He describes him as a giant teddy bear who was planning to take classes to better himself at the community college this fall. The pair saw each other every day, crossing paths when Moore was going into work and when Matthew was leaving his job at UVA Medical Center. He says he's shocked Matthew is being accused of abduction with intent to defile. When we asked Moore what he would say to Matthew if he could talk to him right now, he said he would let his friend know he was behind him 100%. Interesting insight there. And anyone with information about Graham's whereabouts is asked to contact the Charlottesville Police Department. That number is 434-970-3280. Of course, you can also call Crime Stoppers. That number 434-977-4000. There's also a dedicated tip line, 434-295-3851. Chief Longo says you can also leave anonymous tips through email. You can send them to cpdtips@charlottesville.org. You can also find the latest information on Help Find Hannah Graham Facebook page. And of course, we just let you know that Jesse Matthew has just arrived here in Charlottesville. 2 new chapters of Help Save the Next Girl have popped up since the disappearance of Hannah Graham. University of Virginia and Blacksburg High School are the newest campuses to get involved. Virginia Tech was the first campus chapter after Morgan Harrington went missing from John Paul Jones Arena back in October of 2009. That's not far from downtown Charlottesville Mall, where Graham disappeared on September 13th. Her remains were found later on a remote Albemarle farm. That's Morgan Harrington, about 6 miles from UVA's campus. New at 7, the Wise County Sheriff's Office are looking for a mother and her 3 children. 50-year-old Lisa Cantrell and 3 children, James, Lexi Ann, and Victoria, were last seen in a dark green 1997 Chevrolet Suburban SUV with a Virginia handicap tag. That number 377465. If you have any information into their whereabouts, you're asked to call police. We now move to the top international and national stories of the day. British lawmakers have voted to join the U.S.-led coalition of nations launching airstrikes on Islamic State group militants in Iraq. Britain has committed warplanes to the fight against the extremists. Belgium and Denmark also voted to join the coalition. Police say the man who beheaded a woman with a knife at an Oklahoma food processing plant tried to convert several employees there to Islam. 30-year-old Alton Nolan had just been fired from his job at the plant when the attack took place. Investigators say he was attacking another worker when he was shot and wounded by a company official who is also a reserve sheriff's deputy.
This was not going to stop if he didn't stop it. So, I mean, we are looking at him. He's obviously a hero in this situation.
The FBI is helping in the investigation. The attack comes amid a series of videotape beheadings by ISIS. An investigation is underway in Chicago into a fire at an air traffic control center. All flights out of O'Hare and Midway airports were delayed for more than 5 hours, causing disruptions across the U.S. air travel network. Flights have since resumed. Authorities say the blaze was deliberately set by a contract employee of the Federal Aviation Administration. Emergency crews found the suspect in the building's basement where the fire started, with self-inflicted knife wounds and burns to his body. He was taken to the hospital, and another employee was treated at the scene for smoke inhalation. Some members of the Roanoke County Board of Supervisors say both supervisors, Al Bedrosian and Butch Church, did not participate in Tuesday's closed meeting, referring to serious issues related to Roanoke County employees when explaining their absence. A statement released today says both Bedrosian and Church imply there is some sort of cover-up happening in the Roanoke County government that is benefiting certain employees at the expense of others. Supervisors McNamara, Moore, and Peters would like to be on the record fired, asserting the claims are baseless. The statement says these implications were also a major subject of an internal letter that happened back on March 28th. Turning to your forecast now, a cloudy day, but it's been a good night for Friday Night Football. Storm Team 10 meteorologist Christina Montori joins me now. Hey, Christina, what's it looking like for the weekend? Now, we do want to take another look at this exclusive video of Jesse Matthew Jr. arriving in Charlottesville just 20 minutes ago. WSLS 10's Ananda Rochita said it happened just moments ago when we were the first to arrive on the scene. You see him there getting into the car. We also have heard that he's come in on a private plane into the Charlottesville Airport. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The Cure by Design fashion show is happening right now at Hotel Roanoke. Cancer surviving models will hit the stage to raise money for the American Cancer Society, including one Roanoke County couple. David and Gabe Levin spend a lot of time rocking back and forth on their front porch now that they're retired. After 43 years of marriage and 2 battles with cancer, they have a lot to be thankful for. Enters its 40th season this weekend. The show will celebrate the milestone each Saturday at 10 p.m. by airing a vintage SNL episode. For tomorrow's season opener, Guardians of the Galaxy and Parks and Recreation star Chris Pratt will be hosting for his first time. He says working with SNL alum Amy Poehler on Parks and Rec helped him gear up for the big gig.
Working with Amy Poehler, I have an in. I know exactly how the show runs, and it's going to be impossible for me to fail. No,
Pretty adorable there. Sarah Silverman will host next week. The following week, it's former cast member Bill Hader. Very funny. Primetime kicks off tonight at 8 with The Mysteries of Laura. After that, it's the season premiere of Dateline. We'll be back here at 11 with our First and 10 Friday football show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.